Ladies and gentlemen, Barry C here with another cryptocurrency video, and the market is dipping once again, and it's been a very strange February. This is not the type of February we see this time in the market. It's strange. Typically, we see the alt season kicking in by second week of Jan into Feb, and XRP is dipping once again. And look, I know it's a frustrating time. It's a strange time. But don't make any rash panic decisions, especially with XRP, because we have 2 months left, realistically, if the market's to play out the same way it has since 2016 until now. We've got March and April, possibly till the first week of May, until the alt season's meant to be over. And here's the thing, ladies and gents, it's having a plan based on the previous 2 bull runs is the most common sense thing. And that's the reason why it's my approach and why I'm talking about having 2 months left. Because we've never seen a time in the history of crypto where we haven't seen the bull run end of the massive alt season. And within that alt season, we always see XRP rally. And look, it's one of the things I've talked about before, but for the longest time, if you followed my channel or followed me on Twitter/X, you've heard me talk about the start of the bull run being end of October heading into November. And for years and years, people were telling me that, you're kind of stupid if you're basing your opinion on past bull runs, that XRP was dead, that XRP was never going to rally, that it's never going to hit a dollar ever again, it's never going to go past $1. And then it happened. We got to November of 2024, and sure enough, we went from 50 cents to over $2. And I didn't come out and do the whole told you so, because the payoff for me was the amount of people who messaged me saying, Barry, you're right. And we listened to you and we followed your content. Even though you're making daily videos saying the exact same thing every day, it kept us on track. So when November came around, we were in a really fantastic, exciting position. And that's why I'm here today to say to you that we still have 2 months left. And once again, we're seeing the same negativity, the same frustration. People are sick and tired of buying the dip, even though it's only been about a month and a half since we've seen XRP go from $3 down to $2.50. And let's be really realistic about this, ladies and gents. It's not as if XRP has crashed back down to 50 cents. We're trading at $2.50. That is a remarkable price action from the 50 cent we saw before November 2024. The fact that the baseline price for XRP is above $2 at the moment, that's incredible. And yeah, it's frustrating that we're not in an alt season yet and that we haven't seen the explosive volatility that everybody wants. But we have to be patient. And I know it's frustrating to hear, but look, let's be realistic about it once again. You're going to have 3.5 years, 4 years of a bear market. And that's going to kick in about a month or 2 after the bull run concludes. So typically it's around August 2025 onwards. And that means for 3.5 years, you're going to see the market dip back down. Typically it's around a 40 to 50% correction. And that's going to be another test of people's patience, their perseverance, their fortitude, especially the people who have made the mistake of sidelining themselves right now, who haven't got into XRP. Because let's look at the reality of it. Let's say in the next couple of months, we get a resolution to the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit. That gets dropped. Let's say BlackRock launches an XRP ETF. We're going to see XRP skyrocket beyond $5, beyond $10, maybe even beyond $20. Let's say it goes to $20. Let's just be conservative. And then let's say the market dips the typical 40 to 50% correction. Well, now your cheap entry point in the XRP is around $10 a coin. And let that sink in, because the people right now who are saying it's done, it's over, let's say they're right. Let's just grant them that argument. Let's say, yeah, you know what? That's it. Well, now your entry point into XRP is $2.50. You're not getting 50 cents ever again. Now you're paying $2.50. Let's say it even goes down to $2. It's still not 50 cents. And this is the mistake people make over and over and over and over again. And then people panic, they get frustrated, and they make these rash decisions. And whether they're doing it when we see potential extreme positivity or extreme negativity, if you make a rash decision in crypto, that can compromise your potential profit taking in the future. And ladies and gents, this is not financial advice. And I'm going to keep making this content every day because it paid off massively for people in November of 2024. People who have been buying and accumulating and holding, and they've worked through all the negativity of the Rippleverse SEC lawsuit and numerous other pieces of FUD leveled against XRP. And they've been so patient. And then finally November comes around and it's just euphoria because XRP is finally not only moving in price, but it's leading the market. And then sure enough, early 2025, we finally get a $3 XRP. And then now for a month, it's kind of dipped back down to $2.50. And so I'm here to say that, look, we've got another 2 solid months of explosive price action. And so I wouldn't be making any determinations, any decisions. I wouldn't be making any judgment calls because you could make a massive mistake right now and compromise your future when it comes to profit taking. And that could be something you do right now. And we could see it. Look, let's say you were to go, look, I'm sidelining myself. Or let's say you were to succumb to one of these so-called XRP influencers who have 1 million followers or 100,000 or a couple 100,000 followers. And you see them all the time. They post, I'm done, I've sold everything, I'm sick of it. And then 48 hours later, they're like, tee-hee, joking, lol. And I know people who have sold because they've just given up. And then that post or that video from an influencer, that was the nail in the coffin that pushed them over the edge. And people who have been holding and accumulating, and they've been so strong, and they just get caught on a bad day. It can happen to any one of us. It can be really frustrating and really difficult to navigate crypto. And that's another reason why I make these videos daily, because I'm positive, because I've been in crypto longer than most. I've seen the way the bull runs and bear markets unfold. I've seen people make these mistakes every single time. And I know I've been there, I've made those mistakes. And so for me, I wish I had these videos when I was in a moment of uncertainty, when I wish that someone had put out daily content giving me not only realistic points of view about where crypto is going, but a more positive strategy as opposed to negativity. And look, that may work for some, and it may not work for others, but I put it out regardless. And I put it out there because I've seen people just say they're done, whether they've sidelined themselves, whether they've sold everything, whether they haven't even bought XRP because they were waiting for an opportunity, but now they're frustrated. Whatever the decision is, I'm seeing people make these mistakes, and we haven't even got to the end of an alt season. And that's the thing, ladies and gents. If we were at, let's say, first week of May and nothing's happened, fair enough. That's a different conversation to have. That's a different strategy. That's a different approach. But we still have a good couple of months left. And so for me personally, I'm not going to make any assumptions. I'm not going to make any determinations and decisions. I'm not going to do anything but hold and continue to accumulate, because I'm not going to compromise where I could potentially be in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months. What if you were to sell everything today and then tomorrow XRP is now $10? In 2 months it's $20, maybe $100, maybe more. We don't know how extreme the volatility is going to be. And, it's one of those things where people go, well, maybe you shouldn't make a plan based on what the 2 previous bull runs have done. Why not? The last 2 bull runs have played out almost identically. They've been very similar. And so if I know for a fact that the bull runs have played out this way in the past, why wouldn't I have a plan and a strategy, knowing that there's potential in the next 2 months for us to see the type of price action that far exceeds any expectation or any type of anticipation? This is the time period that people wait for. It's the reason why they get into crypto. They're waiting for the small window of opportunity to make life-changing money. And of course, there's no guarantees, but we can make the most educated, calculated decisions based on what's happened in the past. And XRP has rallied every time. 2017, you could buy XRP for less than 1 cent. You could buy it for 0.006 cents. February, XRP goes from 0.006 in 2017, early 2018. It goes to $3 plus. That is life-changing profits. Not only that, but it flipped both Ethereum and Bitcoin. It was the #1 crypto at market cap in February of 2018. 2020 into 2021, XRP goes from 19 cents to $1.80. Not as impressive as 0.006 to $3, but still pretty amazing. From 19 cents to $1.80. We haven't even seen the end of the alt season yet, and we've already gone from 50 cents to $3. We haven't even reached the end of that alt season cycle. Could you imagine in 2017 giving up right before XRP went to $3 if you bought in at 1 cent? Could you imagine in 2020 giving up when you were buying XRP at 10 cents, 15 cents, 19 cents, giving up before it hit $1.65, $1.80? And could you imagine giving up before November if you were buying XRP at 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, then it skyrockets up to $2.60, $2.70? Early 2025, it finally hits $3. You would be full of so much regret. At the depths of that regret would be almost unfathomable. You'd be so frustrated and devastated. So then why would you give up right now before the alt season kicks in? And that's something I ask myself all the time. Every time I see a dip and I feel frustrated and I feel annoyed, and it gets to a point where you almost feel just sad. It's sad, annoying. Of course it is. But then I think to myself, well, why give up? I've been holding XRP since, 2018. I made the mistake of not getting in 2017. I didn't trust my gut. I listened to so-called experts, and I didn't trust my gut. So in 2018, when the market dipped, and it was catastrophic, it dipped like crazy, I realized my mistake, and I made up for it. So I've been holding XRP since 2018, and nothing's going to shake me out. And I'm making this content because I wish I had this back in 2017 when I was second-guessing myself. I wish I had somebody just say, you know what? It's the first finance-based crypto. It's going to be the #1 crypto in finance one day. And it's one of the cryptos that's going to work with the financial system. It's going to be regulatory compliant. It's going to follow legislation. It's going to change the banking system for the better in its existing framework. It's the only crypto that's going to be trialed by banks on a global scale. And right now you can buy it for 0.006 cents. One day it's going to be worth $3 plus. Who knows, 2025 it could be worth $100. And that's the thing, you have to take these chances. Not financial advice, of course, but taking a chance. Whether it's less than 1 cent, whether it's 1 cent, or whether it's $1. Taking a chance on the #1 crypto in finance, which is XRP. The only crypto that has the potential of an alt season and a utility run, more than any other crypto that exists right now. And look, I'm not going to give up. Not financial advice, of course, just what I'm doing personally. I'm not giving up. I'm accumulating because I have the resources to do so. And if I didn't have those resources, I would just be holding. I'd be stubbornly holding because I know that we still have time for the alt season to play out. And I'm not going to compromise the potential of the profit-taking opportunity, whether it's profits to be made in the remaining alt season or whether it's profits in the upcoming utility run. Either way, I'm staying strong. I know what I hold when it comes to XRP, and nobody is shaking me out. Now, ladies and gents, of course, none of this is financial advice. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you're curious about the other cryptos I'm holding outside of XRP, consider becoming a patron. Click the link in the description below, head across to my Patreon page, and consider becoming a Barry C VIP. There you'll have access to all my cryptos, as well as my buy, sell, and take profit signals in real time.